Hi everyone, what I have in front of me here is a Yamaha portable grain DGX-620. This unit has problem with the LCD display, and this is what happened here. I turn on the power, so the display is distorted. Doesn't matter how I adjust the contrast, it's still the same. So I ordered the new replacement LCDs. It cost me about $66 Canadian, and here it is. It took a while to get here, but I just got it yesterday. And just like this. So today I'm gonna open this thing up and try to replace it. So what I need, all the tools I need are over here. I got a small cordless screwdriver with a Phillips bit. Of course, the replacement LCD screen, some solder, and a soldering iron to solder the power supply wires. So let's get started. Okay, first I'm going to turn up the power supply, unplug the power, flip this thing over. Just have to watch for this knob, so I don't want to set this one on top of the table, so the whole thing is going to put pressure on this knob, so I'm going to put on the edge of the table. Knob is on the edge. There we go. So I think we have about maybe 100 screws to remove. Okay, let's get into it. Now after I remove 35 short screws, 67 medium, and 6 long screws, I have them all over here, and now the keyboard is fully open. You can see in here, this display module is under there, so you have to remove this circuit board in order to access to the bottom one. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ribbon cables that we have to remove. So now let's just say, we go and I pull it out. And just note that the silver play of the ribbon is facing upward. And 2. Just wiggle and pull it out. 3. And one hand on the camera, one hand on the wood. 4. 5. And this funny thing here. Oh, that's just the wire that's holding the ribbon cable. Just undo that, just like that, and wiggle it out like the others. Oh, there's a piece of tape there. I need to remove that tape. There you go. Wow. Yeah. That's out. Okay, now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. More screw. That's 1. 2. 4. So 4. Another group there. So now this board should just come right off. Sit on the side here. Okay, here come the displays. So 4 more screws there, and I noticed here this is the power supply wire right there. To remove this wire here, I'm using this hook. I'm gonna pull on the side of this connector to undo the locking mechanism before I can pull up the wire. So, I don't know if you can see it. There you go, and one side's up. Yeah, so you can see I got it pop up. Now just pull out the wire. There you go. So now I can separate the wire from the connector, just like so, and remove the tape. Use that hook again. Just remove this tape that secures the wire harness to the circuit board there. Now, and peel the other side out. Just like so. Now you can have the LCD screen out of the way. Right, so that's the O1. Let's come over here. So this is my O screen, and this is my new one. Notice the orientation a little bit different here. It wrapped on the side, this one wrapped that way. So I need to reroute this ribbon cable the same as the original one right there. First I have to desolder this power supply wires to this one. So you notice here got K and A A means anode, means positive. K means cathode, means negative. So just like over here, they don't put A and K over here, just plus and minus, simple plus and minus. Just a minus side, so I'm gonna move that one over to there. Now I finished transferring the power supply wire from the old board, the old screen, to the new one, just like so. Add a new piece of tape there, and I reoriented the ribbon cable that way. So now let's put it back together. Oh, 1 minute. So this one got the protective tape to cover the screen. I need to remove that, and here, and set it over there. Okay, now I have my new LCD screen installed, and with the power supply cable, 4 screw, and I'm ready to put everything back together. Just the reverse of the removal. Okay, now I have the main circuit board reinstalled and connected together. I need to double check, make sure everything is working as it's supposed to be before I close up this back cover. So to do that, I have to flip it over, connect the power, flip it over, and see if it's working. Okay, so I just temporarily set the cover back on and flip the keyboard over. Now it's time to find out the true moment of truth, if I really fixed the problem with the screen. Power on. Here comes the displays. Voila! Isn't that beautiful? Now I can adjust the contrast. There you go. Okay, it's like brand new again. Okay, now I just need to flip it over and reinstall about 100 screws back on, and ready to go. Thanks for watching. Again, the installation is just the reverse of removal. Thank you.